Hey everybody, it's Uncle Scott. Welcome back to the QwerkyReax channel. First things first, I chopped all my videos, so if you don't want to hear my setup here at the beginning, use that scroll bar, slide right into the music. Just want to let you all know I still have a little bit of a tickle, kind of a cough thing in my throat from doing all the moving and the, dust and all that gets inside you. So forgive me if I cough a lot or, have a little bit of a scratch to me. But outside of that, I'm stoked for today's video. Someone a long time ago, as I was asking for more suggestions for falling in reverse, they had mentioned, hold on, excuse me. They had mentioned doing the revamped one and the reimagined one, and I've done both of those, and they were really really great. And then someone had said, "Oh, you got to check out this other song by them, Coming Home." Which I don't have any other basis for other than someone told me to watch it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Figured we would check it out today. And we'll jump right in. I literally know nothing about it other than it's falling in reverse, and Ronnie's the king. He's absolutely amazing. So I say we jump into it, guys. This is Falling in Reverse, Coming Home. Let's get it. Always love it when he starts on the piano. All right, I'll start it over. But did anyone else notice that the first fingers that you see there, R-E-N? I don't know what it actually spells out, but it's hilarious to me that it says Ren. All right, I'm starting over. Here we go. Make sure I'm all the way back at the beginning. There we go. The syncopation here is really cool.
Tell me who you are. Your father has forsaken you, left you with those scars. My hope is that you'll make it through. Hate must never win, even when we're worlds apart. Your love is not a sin, even if it's hard. Even when I'm far, I'll always be there. Hold tight, my dear, I'm coming home. Don't lie, I fear. Take control. I can finally hear the message loud and clear. Hold tight, my dear, I'm coming
We got to talk about a lot, right? Like right off jump. Okay, so first of all, the visuals on this are awesome. I don't know whose idea that was. I'm guessing Ronnie, but that's awesome. Um, but also, let's talk about the harmony, like the voices coming in, singing the harmonized, kind of back up. They're basically going up steps. Uh, what a cool thing to add to this song. That really it adds like kind of a, I'm trying to think of the right word for it, but I don't know. It adds a beauty kind of thing to what would sound like a harder song, if that makes sense, or a lightness to what would be a harder sounds more like kind of like kind of song when it's, but it's like it's giving that kind of like harmony parts to it is really a cool effect. Also, keeping this, sorry, the cough is real, guys. Keeping this uh syncopation thing is awesome. Now, I'm assuming most people know about syncopation. It is a musical term. Also can talks about beats in general. A lot of people know about it for their heart, like if you have syncope. But just to be very clear, to make sure everybody's on the same page, syncopation is when the beat is a little bit off of where you think it would normally be. So if a regular beat is like dun 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 dun, a syncopated beat would be dun 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 dun, or just dun 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 dun. Like that last one wasn't right because it was even on the end, but you get the idea. Like it's like when the beat happens a step before you think it's going to happen or a step after you expect it to happen. That's syncopation, and they're doing it with each time the harmony vocals come in on this, and it's a really cool effect because it gives you that kind of like uneasiness with the song, but it's matching the rest of what's happening here really well. I really dig it. um Also, another thing that flashed me while I'm watching this is how badly I want to see them in concert, because it must be epic. And then I realized, like, I either I'm getting super old or it's just an experience I want to have. I feel like I would want to go see their concert and like kind of almost have like the equivalent of what box seats are. Like, as much as I'm sure it'd be fun to, like, be up front and screaming with everybody and everything else, there's a part of me that wishes I could sit in like a box seat with a window open, kind of like those old like Maxell, the tape commercials where the guy's sitting in the chair and the sound just like goes over him. I feel like that's how I'd want to experience it. I just want to like live in the sound and just let it wash over me. And I feel that a lot with Falling in Reverse songs. It's amazing how surprised I am by how much I love this band and how good their music is. Just because it came out of left field, like it was a random suggestion from someone, and I'd never really heard of them before or at all. So I feel like I thank you guys a lot on this channel for introducing me to new music, but these guys are incredible. You just think of patience?
Transmission from the stars, a message from the atmosphere, etched into my heart. Your purpose there is still unclear. The ghost of you lives on through everything I see and touch. And even when you're gone, even if it's hard, even when I'm far, I will always be there. Hold on, my dear, I'm coming
Good.
Don't let your fears take control. I can finally hear a message loud and clear. Hold on, my dear, I'm coming home.
This is so good.
Transmission override complete. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiating self-destruct sequence now.
Hold on, my dear, I'm coming home. Don't let your fears take control.
Real quick, I know we're getting to the end here, but I just wanted to say, like, was this for a movie or something? Because I didn't know you could use like NASA symbols and emblems unless it was like inside a music video like this. But I could totally see this being in like Gravity or some other like space movie or Interstellar where they're trying to get home. This is so. The other thing I wanted to really say was I'm listening right now. I have maxed out my headphones because I just want to live inside of this song. Like it is the music is so the composition of this song is absolutely fantastic. The robot voice coming in there, even the countdown that they just did for the self-destructive mode, like all of this, and then Ronnie doing his like scream singing, which wasn't even really scream singing. uh this is an incredibly well put together song. You guys have really sold me on this band, man. Not that I need a lot of convincing sometimes, but this is really really good. That was so good. Oh, I enjoyed that way too much. Seriously, I enjoyed that way, way, way too much. Like how I don't know how he writes music like this. I truly don't. He is he's a cheat code. He just is. That was fantastic. I'm so glad someone suggested that. I wish I had watched it sooner actually. I'm disappointed that I'm just hearing this song for the first time now. That was really really great. And I have to drive back to New York tonight to go pick up some more stuff from my Brooklyn apartment to bring it down here. And that song is going to be on repeat for a good chunk of the drive. And I think I'm going to run it through my Jeep speakers so that I can just blast it because that was strong. I'm so glad. Like I've said this before for a couple of other artists. I'm so glad we live in a time where we get to hear things like this. And this must be what it was like to hear things like, Zepp for the first time, to hear Floyd for the first time, to hear Cream for the first time. I feel like that's the world we're living in now, where we get to hear these people for the first time, and it's like, man, where did they come from? The way I feel about Ren, the way I feel about Chinchilla, the way I feel about Morissette. There's so many. There's too many to list. This is so good. Thank you guys again for making the suggestion. You know I appreciate you. If you made it this far in the video, you know I appreciate you too, as always. If you've got more suggestions of things you want me to watch, be sure to leave them in the comments below. I am clearly shadow banned on YouTube, so I don't even know if you guys are getting to see this right now, but I am working on the strikes and everything that's out there to try to get things back to norm. But until then, you guys know I won't stop posting. As long as I have the channel, I'm going to keep trying to post every single day as long as I can. So hopefully if you're seeing this later or after all that happens, you'll come back and you go back and watch some of the other videos from the last few weeks because there were some good ones in there. There's some bangers in there. You should check them out. Anyway, I hope you're having a great week. I'm trying to have a great week. Let's have a great week together, right? Remember, don't wait for life to be easy to be happy. I'm listening to this again, like right now.